Okay, guys, before we get started in Impact Review, I'm going to make this very clear. There are no images in this Impact Review. Unfortunately, as you can hear it in my nose, I'm very congested and my allergies are messing with me. I actually went walking a couple of days ago and I forgot to take my medicine. That was the biggest mistake I made because, as you can hear it, I sound so nasally right now. You can hear it. So this might not be a very long review. I'm being honest. I'm just going to cover the general stuff. I'm not going to elaborate too much, but I'm going to make it very clear. This is not because I didn't see the show. I did. It's just that my throat's killing me. All I want to do is sneeze. My eyes are itching like crazy. I've taken some medicine. I got to take a bigger dose of one and go to sleep. So I'm sorry. I hope you don't mind that this is not like a full complete review. But you will get stuff here. Second, if you haven't heard, I know someone's going to say this. I just found out. Wyndham Rotunda has passed away at 36. Yes, I know. I just saw the posting on X. And it was done at 8:11 by Triple H. I know. I'm going to make a Gump report after this on my general thoughts. Just now. This is going to be my fresh thoughts. After I do this video, I'm going to check the posting again to see what was described. Because I do know what happened to him. Generally, what made him pass away. But I'm going to read it again. And then I'm going to do my Gump report. It's not going to be very long either. Because I just want to do it. Because of how I feel about Bray. About Wyndham. So, that one's there. Third and final. Emergence. I'm doing this now because I'm not going to do it later. I'm not going to probably see Emergence. I will see it Monday and I will do a review of it because of what's going on with All In starting at 1 p.m. There is no way possibly for me to be able to do the All In review and then go straight into Emergence. It's probably going to be into Emergence by the time they finish. It may be what? 6 o'clock almost? Nearing 7, and then I'm going to do my review of All In, and then I'm going to watch Emergence, and then do that. No, it'll be Monday. That's the reason why I'm doing it like this. I hope you understand. Now, first match. I was fine with Trinity going against Jody Threat. It was good to see some variation. I think this makes Trinity happy as hell, because she's now going up against people she normally would not go up against. You can see from the way the match went, she was enjoying herself. And that makes me happy. That Trin is literally enjoying wrestling again. Because she's loving it now. It's not just that she can give more input than she could before. Because Impact's going to give her what she wants. She wants more input in her character and what goes on. She's going to get it. But she's now wrestling more women. And as you saw from the last couple of weeks, they tried to make the knockouts look good. So last week we had 2 matches, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we only got one single match here, but it was fine. Trin won, no problem. I'm not surprised. Now, I'm not really going to cover much about Deaner versus Dorado Kid. It was not a bad match. I'm just leaving it because it's still going to question on what's going to happen with Eric Young and what they're going to go to. Even though it's going to be a no DQ match, I'd rather have seen a Monsters Ball. I'm sounding like I'm saying something else. Monsters Ball match. That's what I think would have been better. Or a Full Metal Mayhem match. But it's only 2 of them, so probably wouldn't have worked. Either a Monsters Ball match would have worked, or, in this case, no DQ. I'm skipping ABC and the Good Hands. I'm just skipping that because it's more about the Rascals than anything else. We know ABC won. I'm not surprised. But let's get to some of the things that need to be talked about. The vid pack between Trin and Deonna Purrazzo is a repeat, but it is good to see they are still trying to promote their match at Emergence. Second one. The one that, I was fine with was Subculture, because I like how they talked, and I like how... Oh, damn it, I was so close to getting the sneeze out. Damn it. But I like how Subculture talked how they're going to be dealing with the Rascals. I like Subculture. Seeing that Jake Something's working with Sonata, I got no problem with. I'm glad to see they did do a video package with Jake something since he just came back. I do wish they could have had something from Sonata, but if this is short notice, I'm not surprised they didn't have anything prepared. Now, another thing, I was surprised that I thought they may do something. They showed advertisement for Terry Funk's passing. Well, they just showed him. Now, I don't remember if Terry Funk actually went to TNA at any time. Maybe he didn't. But I'm kind of surprised they didn't do some type of video package of him. But I'm not surprised if he's never been in TNA, because I don't know if he ever did go. This is what we got. Just showing that he passed. So it's going to go from there. Now, the one I really liked, next to Steve, is MK Ultra's video talking about their vid pack, talking about their 4-way tag team match for the titles. How Marsha Slamovich and Killer Kelly has taken what they've been given, because Marsha was never booked correctly. She had nothing going for her. Even though they made her into a monster, every time when she went up against someone important, she got her ass handed to her. Then Killer Kelly, they gave her a good push, but then they haven't done anything with her until they put them together. And like I said, there was a good possibility they're going to make them do the most vicious matches there is. But the question is going to be, what would they do with them after they turn them into a tag team? Will they do something with them? Well, I can easily say these vid packs they're setting up for emergence. I like it because you got Marsha talking in Russian, and you got, sometimes she talked a little English, but you got Killer Kelly translating, which is fine. We do know Marsha can talk English. She can. But it's good to see that using Marsha in a Russian type of character where she's sounding so dangerous, and Killer Kelly acting so sensual while she's talking how dangerous they both are. I will say that was good. Next, I'll give it to you like this. I know my friend's waiting for this. You know I have to say it. When it comes to Johnny Swinger, they use the voice of the old, I believe, the current or older version of Google. And talking about, you will see Johnny Swinger going after the Digital Media Championship, that he is the true one who understands the digital age. Oh, my throat hurts. Let me give it to you like this. Am I loving seeing Johnny Swinger at least being promoted in this way? I'm not surprised they promoted him this way. I told you there was no way he was going to get it right if he goes to the main title scene. They're going to destroy him. It wouldn't have even been funny. My friend would have loved it hilariously because he would have been in the main title scene. And my friend, you know who you are, you said you were freaking beyond pissed off that he did not get his chance to become a contender for the main title and they threw him onto the Digital Media Championship. It could still work because they will make it into a joke. They've already done that with Joe Henley and how much did stripper Kenny work? It did work. So they threw him on that. But I will tell you this, it's going to be a question of how far they're going to go with Swinger. There's no guarantee he'll win. In fact, he may just get his ass handed to him as well. I'm saying this to you. You know who you are. I'm saying this to you. You know who you are. I'm your friend. I'm telling you now, I know you love Swinger and you might have dealt with this and you'll still think it's hilarious what the vid pack was for Johnny Swinger going, yeah. And the old parts of old video packages he's done. But I'm going to tell you here, there's a very strong possibility Johnny Swinger will get his ass handed to him and it won't be funny. Maybe they'll do a couple of jokes in between as Johnny, and I know you'll love it, but I'm going to tell you now, there's a strong possibility that Shelton Gene, Shelton Gene and Kenny King will destroy him. They're not going to make him look funny when they actually start beating the shit out of him. So you better prepare yourself, my friend. And I might say this to you in the comments, but that is what we got there. The match that I thought was the best match of the night, Samurai Del Sol, the former Kalisto. I had to think about who when they said a 4-time WWE champion, cruiserweight champion. I'm going, who's that? Oh, that's Kalisto. And I'd forgotten that Samurai Del Sol was Kalisto. Didn't realize it. He's wearing a full mask like Sin Cara used to wear. So, the thing that I had a problem with this match, and I'm not saying the match was bad, it was a great match for what it was. But the problem for me personally, I would have liked to see Samurai Del Sol on Emergence on a debut where he could have someone job for him. Now, I'm not saying that he signed to Impact. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But wouldn't it have been better to give Samurai Del Sol the rub on Emergence, not before Emergence, and lose to Chris Sabin even though it was a great match and made him look great? I think it would have been better at Emergence and he'd been allowed to win. But this is what they did for a Chris Sabin so he can look like he can take on a Lio Rush who, at the end of the show, got his ass handed to him by Lio Rush because Lio beat his shit in. Which, there you go. But it was the best match of the night, personally, for me. I truly believe. Now, the second best match of the night was Brian Myers and Alex Shelley. That was the second best match of the night. Now, I know I can talk about what happened in the beginning of the show with PCO, but I don't know what happened in BTI. When Champagne Singh came out with Muhammad Ali Shera, I don't know what happened. Only thing I know is they just cut straight to it. When I turned on Impact, they cut straight to PCO beating the crap out of them both. Wanting Bully Ray and looking for Bully Ray at the hotel. Excuse me. Oh, I'm taking my medicine after this. Woo! Well, I actually got to do the Gump report. Then I can take my medicine, upload that one. I have the video for Cash Wheeler already done. I just got to edit it, and I'm going to upload it tomorrow. I may also upload this one Saturday, the one for Wyndham Rotunda. I may do that Saturday. Once I film it here, I will upload that one probably Saturday before All In and Emergence. It's supposed to come out. But this was the best match of the night for me personally. I really do believe it was good. Now, when you see Bully Ray come out with Moose, they beat them down. You see, you see that Josh Alexander, it's so hard to talk when your throat hurts. Josh Alexander comes out, and Kushida comes out. Fine, there was continually fighting, but the question is going to be how far they're going to go with this after Emergence. What is going to be the final linchpin for the situation? Well, we're not going to know until after Emergence. So that's what it really comes down to. Last thing I'm going to talk about is, and I didn't forget about Crazy Steve in part 3. Here's what gets interesting. Crazy Steve is asking Tom, help him. He wants help. He wants a cure. He's not a bad guy, but he wants to cure. People don't care about him. They don't care if he lives or dies, in a sense. That's what he was saying. And he's holding on to Todd's hand. And he made it so clear that he wants to be cared for. He wants to be loved, but he wants to cure. But if he can't have the cure, if no one's willing to help him, and no one's willing to be there for him because Havoc's gone, she's now turned good girl. Courtney Love exists, no more Rosemary. You don't see, how can I say this? When it comes to Havea, she's not there. The ones that he would go to is there. There's no more Black Taurus with him. He's on his own. He's all alone. So now all that rage is feeding into him. It's feeding back onto him. And he said if he can't have a cure, he will be the plague. And not only did he grab Todd, and he's Tom, not Todd. I was about to call him Todd Phillips. Tom, and he's squeezing his hand. He calls for help. You got Crazy Steve literally grabbing someone and green misting them in the face while they're laying on the floor. And he said, tell them if I'm not going to get a cure, I will become the plague. So we're getting a turn for Crazy Steve where he becomes a lot more vicious, a lot more sinister, a lot more dangerous. That's not a bad thing. Really haven't done much with Steve. Now I have to, at least, if Delirious wrote this, I will tell him, nice work. It is a nice twist when it comes to Crazy Steve with his actual real life and trying to use that to change his character to become much more dangerous and sinister. I'm hoping to do something with him. Oh, my throat. I will tell you, an okay go-home show. Not going to say it's great. But what I'm going to probably do for this video, the most I'm going to call this for impact review, I'm just going to call it, it's short. Hope you like it. Maybe that might be it. I don't know yet. But I am going to be uploading the Cash Wheeler video. I will be checking over Wyndham Rotunda after this, and then I'm going to do the gut report. And then I'll probably release that on a Saturday or Sunday or Monday for that matter. I think I'll release it Saturday. Maybe. I think Saturday would be the best time. But I hope you'll watch for it. I do not know if I'm going to do SmackDown tomorrow because my throat is like this. I might not do SmackDown. I may skip it just to rest my throat because if this is by allergies, which it is, this hurts. This hurts. This hurts. Damn it! So close again. Peace.